Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world on GeoGuessr. One state, one region, one county, one province, one whatever you call the first level of subdivision of the various countries on planet Earth by one. That was a long space between one by one. Anyways, the reasons I'm doing this is threefold. First of all, I want to see places I've never been to and probably will never go to. Second of all, I would like to see if I can find something interesting or see something interesting or at least have a good time while doing this. And third of all, I want to try and play a perfect game of 25,000 points in whatever area I'm in at any given time. If I succeed in doing so, well, that's the last you'll see of that area in this series. And if I fail, you might see it again at a later date. Today we are heading into Russia. And, I haven't been to Russia for a while. It's been a good while since we played Russia. Well, it's been a couple of months, I think, at least. And we are going into, to the Ural Mountains, and we're going to Sverdlovsk. That's a name I have to work on, concentrating on pronouncing, because Sverd, as we say in Norwegian, is the Norwegian term for sword. So instead of saying Sverdlovsk, I would have to say Sverdlovsk. Anyways, so Sverdlovsk is the old communist name, or Soviet era name for the city of Yekaterinburg, which sits here in the southern part of the oblast, and Yekaterinburg is the fourth largest city in Russia. Got about 1.5 million people living in it. The whole oblast is home to 4.2 million people and spans 194,300 square kilometers. And given all these long roads into the into the woods here, I wholly expect not to get the 25k round. But then again, miracles have happened. So, excuse me, itchy throat. I believe I was able to make 25k in Chelyabinsk when I played that. So, yeah, let's just have a quick check of that. We're just going to consult my spreadsheet that I keep for this stuff. Let's see what it says about Chelyabinsk, Russia. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Chelyabinsk is one of the few Russian oblasts I've played that I actually succeeded in. Let's see, I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Russian oblasts by now, and I've only succeeded in 3. So the odds are stacked against me here. Let's see. Create the challenge, copy the link, put the link in a safe spot, and you will find the link to this game in the description section of this video, so you can have a go at playing the same game as well. See if you beat me at my own game. Ooh, we're in the town, or a city, or somewhere. Well, at least we're somewhere. So let's see. We'll just have to take this patiently. We got Muzikalnaya Studia. Okay. So we got someone who's offering at least musical studies. And we got Dada Office Center. Okay. So there's an office center here. Okay, this must be in Yekaterinburg. Also Benaya Mebel Gazetnaya 77A. At least we got a street name. We got, this is the Gazetnaya, I believe. All of it. Yeah, the Gazetnaya. Okay. Now the question is, east or west? Looks rather more forested in that area, in the direction. So let's see, Gazetnaya 77. Let's just make a mental note of that. Let's go eastwards. This must be in Yekaterinburg. We got Parchomenad. Was that like that? Now we're gonna continue on the Gazetnaya. Let's see if we get anywhere. I just want to make sure that we are actually in Sverdlovsk and not somewhere else. And usually the easiest way of figuring that out is to find some billboards. Because oft times, but not all of the time, the name of the city is on the billboard together with the address. Let's see what's on. I know we're on the Gazetnaya. Let's see if we can find out whether we're in the Yekaterinburg or not. Can't tell you, I didn't say anything there. SKB Bank. Kladi Credit, yeah, nothing. Yeah, they're not. To put it like this, Russia is free with its coverage, but not very free about where things are. At least when you're in the cities. When you get out on the road and sort of the country, the highways and stuff, then it's actually, I won't say easier, but it makes more sense in the level of information they give you. Prospect Mira. Okay. So that could be a good candidate for looking for something. Let's see though. Let's see whether we are in Yekaterinburg or not. So the Prospect Mira, well, at least the directions are nice. We got the Ulitsa Mira, but should be the Prospect. But this road bends. So it's not the Ulitsa Mira. Well, no, I don't see any sign of the Gazetnaya. So let's see now. The road is slightly west of north. And I haven't confirmed whether this is the prospect on the Mira prospect, but that would make an awful lot of sense. So we're still in Gazetnaya, okay. Let's go south. And there's also the fact that we got a tramway line running down the middle here. We got Gagarina. Still no sign of the Prospect Mira. Well, we got to be in Yekaterinburg. I can't imagine anything else. And now we are going even more southeastwards. And we're crossing a big street. It would be great to see the name of this one. Gastronomy. Yeah, we got something. Let's see. Nizhny Tagil. Oh. You tricked me. Here's the Prospect Mira. Here's the Gazetnaya. Do we have numbers? We were on the 77. Which may well be here. Or Music Planet, could that be it? Parchomenko, no. Here we are. 77, right. Well, I got really tricked by that. Now let's see. Yep, we are here. There. Sweet. Intersection. Oh, the Holy Grail. For a moment. Oh. Jeez, I thought that was a sheep or something in the road. Okay, Melnikovo. Okay. And... unfortunately, the Holy Grail doesn't allow me to head onto that street towards Melnikovo. So this road goes northeast. Oh, man. That's the bad thing, because I have a feeling that Melnikovo is not going to be shown itself to me willingly. So the road goes all the way up here to Pelim. And, okay, so what do we do? Do we go south or do we go north? Let's try south. We're just going to step on it and see whether we get to any other intersections. Oopty, we're crossing a river. The river is called Borovushka. 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 And on we go. And, nope. This will take some time. There's a lovely wood either side of the road. And that's only to be expected when you are in the Ural districts or and close to Siberia. There's a taiga everywhere. Still get the impression that, well, the thing is, these roads are usually maintained well enough that you get the impression that you're close to something. Well, I say we're maintained well enough. It's hard maintaining roads in areas like these when you probably have big freezes during the winter. Intersection coming up, yeah, but nothing with any use to it. Well, this is going rapidly nowhere. He said as the road just stretches out to infinity. What does it say here? That Vнимание, opasny Pоворot, I guess it says. Telephone. Yeah. For all I know, that could be something about the drinking water or something. I don't know. Well, nothing that suggests that we're coming up on anything with anything. Ooh. Well, just have to keep on going. Intersection 2. Pervomaiskaya. Okay, for the 1st of May. The 1st of May. this one. I'm more inclined to say what we have. This would make even more sense. Let's see now. Is there a... How old is this footage? 2015. They might as well have built a station there. Let's see now. If I go south... if I go south a little bit... So should be, let's see now, and this road should be turning, but are we really looking that far? So either there or here. I don't think we're here. And then we have to be here. Okay, back to this place we start, and then let's have a look along that road. Let's get that direction down pat. Yeah, that looks about right. And does it turn? And it seems like it's turning over there. So that should mean that we're here. I hope. So let's go with that. No. I would say that was very, very hard to figure out. Okay, we should have seen Zykov somewhere. Okay. That's unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Okay, Georgia. And we're on the... what's the name of the street? Minometsikov. Okay. And we got Arkhangelskoye. So Federalnoye Gossodarstvennoye Unitarnoye Predpriятия. And we got service, and what does it say down there? No. Okay, so we might be in Sverdlovsk. Sverdlovsk. Still working on the pronunciation. Yeah, looks like the countryside is what is going to be the death of me here. My downfall, at least. Right, Minometsikov, but no indication of the city just yet. Just Minometsikov, which runs northwest. We need to know. Yeah, and they are good on listing the streets, but not the city. Of course, if you are in a huge city, you are likely to know which city you are in, so that kind of makes sense. Let's see. Manevrovaya and Tamogeni Customs, NCK terminal. NSK terminal, I believe. So, railroad, we go northwest. Excuse me. Let's see, where do we have railroads? We have some railroads over here. Minomechikov. Well, what do you know? So let's see. So I guess we're here now. Big building. Yeah, that makes sense. Electro depot. Okay, so we got the auto service, we got the Vade of fish, we got you should track wild berries. Okay, let's have a proper look here. So we got the Coffee Georgia. What's the direction here? Southeast, and we are turning. Could we be here? Yes, we are. Okay, and we're looking straight at the Cafe Georgia. There's something weird here though, but I'll say we're here. Bullseye. And we're out in the bunnies again. At least there's a sign over there. And there's a sign over there. So we can go to Perm and Yekaterinburg, 55 kilometers southwest. Southwest. Perm. 55 is, well, something. Severka. And I want to have a look at that sign up. Oh, can we go this way? Oh, that's novel. Well, not that we could go far enough for it to matter. But let's see. Probably it's just the same here, but it would be nice to say which. Okay, so this. Yeah, of course. So the road goes to Perm, and Severka, and Sadi. Sadi, Severka, and Perm. To the southwest. So Perm is over here. Perm. But we can also go to Yekaterinburg this way. Okay, is there a similar sign? Was these roads here? Or is it just... Yeah, here it comes. Please, let it... Okay. Nizhny Tagil. Okay, that is helpful. That is helpful. Northeast. Which is a bit weird. Which is more than a bit weird. Because this road doesn't run in that direction for much of the time. So then the question is, are we on a different road? So we can get to Perm, we can get to Yekaterinburg, we can get to Nizhny Tagil. To the northeast, how does that even compute? We're not on that road. And it would be really weird if we were on this one. Well, that could sort of make sense, actually. But, Doesn't really seem to make much sense. So we are in the district of Uralsk. We're coming up on an intersection, or at an intersection. Take us to Yekaterinburg in the east and Perm in the west, and to Chelyabinsk in the south. Could we be And where is this Uralsk? Where does that reach? Where does it reach? Let's see. Let's have a proper look at this intersection then. So go to Perm in that direction, 341. And this is a serious intersection. Yekaterinburg 13. Oh, there's Severka. Oh, duh. And where is Sadi? There's the river, Reshetka. Okay. So these are the two intersections, isn't it? So we are... Yeah, let's just count between the two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To this one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to that one. So that's 20. Well, in that case, that's 10, 5. It should be about there-ish. Yep, final round. Are we back in Sverdlovsk? Let's see, do we have any numbers on these buildings? No, but we know we're in the corner. Let's see, looking eastwards, looking southwards. Yeah, these areas can be a little tricky to get out of. Ah, but we find our way already. So, Sverdlovsk initially Tariel again. That has a name. Karl. Kalyaeva, okay. Doing numbers as well, number 37. Kalyaeva 37. Which way do we go? Let's see, there's a yield sign over there. Nothing of the kind in that direction. So let's head in this direction then. Don't think we need to go any further. In a westerly direction. Let's see if we can figure out the name of this street. I don't think we're in Sverdlovsk. This looks too... Slava Trudo. Okay. But yeah, this looks too leafy, in my opinion. But the game doesn't care about my opinions. Jinsovishok. Okay. Wait, can we see anything on that bus? Oh, maybe even more importantly, can we see that? No, we cannot. There's a Febigal Street, this. It would be great to see if we could figure out the name of it. Mirage. Okay, so that is Krasnoarmeyskaya. Okay, so Red Army Street. And Magazine Sushi Walk. And what does it say there? Lenina. Okay. So Red Army Street. We're looking straight westwards. How does that work with the Ekaterinburg? Serov. Okay, finally. Now we got the name of the place. Now I just need to find it. So I think I saw Serov somewhere on some sign earlier as well, but I did not pick up on it really. Okay, I don't see a Serov here. Just gonna check a little northwards. Here's Serov. There's Lenina. And let's see if we can find the Red Army Street. Yes. And then Kalyayeva. That's where we were. So, wow. We were rather far afield, weren't we? Do we have numbers on these things? Apparently not. Okay. So if I go eastwards, that doesn't help much. Let's see, this is built... Is it built like... No. Let's have a look here again. Could we be here? That is an option. But the answer to that is probably no. Well, actually, Rosvet. Guess we could actually be here as well. That doesn't make sense. That one makes more sense. Ah, wait, Magazine Prosvet. Okay, so now we're on the Lenina. Not convinced. Krasnaya and Belaya. Okay, so it's a liquor store. Okay, so then that means we're here. That makes a lot more sense with that going through here. There we are. Well, it's a shame about that one location. Otherwise, this was a good round. Even though it did take a little long. But I have to say myself fairly happy with that, except that I would, of course, like to have nailed this one. But that one was really, really tough to figure out, given what I was looking at. But well, I'm fairly sure that... I'm not sure what I'm sure of. But yeah, that is the Sverdlovsk oblast. Another one into the line of unsuccessful Russian oblasts. So I might have to play them again at some later date. But yeah, that is it for this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, and I'm glad you're still with me, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.